Hello, everyone, and welcome in. Today is Wednesday, August 2nd, and I'll be doing our single card pull for you to see what messages are coming through from the divine, spirit, God, things for you to keep in mind as you make your way through today. So, middle of the week, halfway there, let's see what comes through for our air signs. So this is our Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, and we have a jumper card, the Wheel of Fortune. So let's also pull a regular one. I like to do that when there's a jumper card just to see what else comes up. The Hanged Man. So with the Wheel of Fortune, remember that is that energy of you're on a destined and fated path. You have the divine on your side. Stop trying to control what the outcome is. There is a specific outcome or like a general path for you. The Hanged Man, that's kind of that self-imposed period of reflection. You're trying to see things from other perspectives, kind of get all angles so that way you can decide what course of action you want to take, but don't stress too much about it because this is kind of destined and fated. So the Wheel of Fortune, that's that good karma, that things are turning in your direction. So let's see what comes through on our light worker cards for you. Sisterhood of the Rose, beauty and devotion, priestess, mystic, teacher. And this is something that, when these cards are coming up in these daily pulls, it's either this is what is maybe going to happen to you or for you today, or it's an encouragement about how to address something that comes up. So this is either from the perspective of maybe you need to seek out a teacher or a healer. When you're looking at this Hanged Man card, maybe you do need to seek out advice from a guru, someone who's an expert, or it could also be that maybe somebody's coming to you because they look at you as being the expert. They look at you as being the teacher. So either direction there. Let's take a look at our Sacred Creator card, Follow Through. Especially on the heels of this Hanged Man, a lot of times it's easy to get into that sort of thinking, the kind of stepping back and, I want to take a look at the world from all different angles, but there is this issue of follow through too. So in the business world, we would call it analysis paralysis, where you get into this rut of, well, let's just run the numbers one more time. Let's just do one more scenario. Let's just do one more. And you're spending all your time analyzing, overanalyzing, trying to figure it out, but you're never actually following through on it because you're stuck in that energy of, I need more information. I need that. One of the other things too, even if it's not something as structured and logical as, you're running a simulation at work about what if we were to do X, Y, Z, maybe it's something where you've been hoping, or hoping's not the right word, praying and meditating and asking the universe for a sign, in whatever the case may be, whether it's in careers, in relationships, in romantic relationships. And you say, okay, universe, send me a sign. Is this my person? And, then immediately maybe the person calls, or maybe you're saying this while you're driving and you look up and you see a sign with their name on it, whatever the case may be. And then it's like, oh, okay, well, was that a coincidence or was that a sign? So universe, send me another sign. And then another sign comes and, and you kind of get stuck in that, well, but was that really a message meant for me? So make sure that you're actually following through. So kind of decide what you're going to do, set a time frame for it, and then do it. Let's take a look at your spirit animal card. Fox, clever. You are swift and smart. Always listen to your instincts. Solutions to problems are easily found. Resources surround you. Be open to romance. And again, that's kind of this whole thing of listen to your instincts, and the solutions to the problems are there. So if you're trying to look at this from all different points of view, and then you're, asking the universe for guidance, when the response comes through, listen to it. Don't keep don't keep second guessing it, because your intuition whispers. And if you let your fears take over, fears scream, they yell, they're going to be loud. Your ego, your monkey mind is going to be loud. And you have to listen in the quiet to your intuition to see what messages are trying to come through for you. So that was for our air signs. For our fire signs, our Aries, Leo, Sag, what message is God, divine, and spirit trying to give you for Wednesday? You're also in the Hanged Man energy. So again, something where it's kind of this self-imposed thinking, and you're trying to weigh all your options, and you're trying to take a step back, which is, again, is good. You need to be able to take a step back and think about things, look at them from all different angles, but then you have to act. It doesn't do you a whole lot of good if you're just thinking. So, all right, let's see what message comes through on our light worker cards for you. Take a break. A life's work, not a season. Get off the treadmill. And that's that kind of that reminder that, I was going back and rereading that. So, yes, you are going to need to work hard, but you also need to balance in some of those break times, because if you just run yourself into the ground, that's not really helping. And sometimes, especially if you're in this Hanged Man energy where you're trying to think through a problem and you're trying to look at it from all these different perspectives and run all these what if this, what if this, what if this in your head, don't let yourself get in the mind or get in the trap of, well, I'm just going to keep busy and, I'll do that by working, because that's kind of an avoidance technique. I mean, obviously, yes, you have to put food on the table, put a roof over your head, but it's easy to get kind of sucked into that. Well, I'm just going to work because that's acceptable. It is, but don't let that be your mask of, I don't feel like dealing with this, so I'm just going to go pour myself into work and hope this figures itself out. The jumper card was You, the Muse. And that is, and I'll pull one because that was a jumper. But that is that reminder that you're the one that's orchestrating your life. You're the one as a muse to your own life, or even to others. If you're in that high vibration energy of love, you automatically are going to be raising the vibration of people around you. But if you get yourself stuck in these ruts, where you're just running yourself into the ground, you're not necessarily inspiring other people. You're not living in your truest, most joyful self either, most likely. Accept and receive. And some of this accept and receive is maybe looking at a situation where you're trying to figure something out and it's just not adding up, because you're looking at it like, but I don't deserve that. I'm not worthy of this. Did I really earn this? Is this really for real? Is this, if you have a situation where you're trying to understand it and make a decision, there's kind of those insecurities and doubts that are coming in, telling you you don't deserve whatever this seemingly good thing is that you're trying to decide, should I do this? Should I do that? But accept the fact that you are, and receive the blessings that are coming with it. And take that break. You don't have to be working round the clock. Take that break. Get off the treadmill. Enjoy things. All right. And your spirit animal card. The butterfly, rebirth. You can reinvent yourself. Open to the rewards of change. You have brilliance to share with the world. Love every part of your journey. And part of the journey is being on the treadmill and then having that aha moment where you say, you know what? There's more to life than just this rat race, or there's more to life than just doing this. So that's part of your journey, and that will help you rebirth yourself and reinvent yourself into what you feel in your soul. And, accept the fact that you are worthy of that and allow those blessings to flow. But that rebirth energy is really a good powerful energy. Right now, there's so much going on with, we had the full moon, and then with the Lion's Gate, that's a huge time for manifesting. And with North Node shifting into Aries just a few weeks ago, or a couple weeks ago, that's really kind of shaking things up. And there's a lot of retrogrades happening right now, so lots of heavy energy. But that's what spurs some of the rebirth. All right, now we are on to our earth signs. So our Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. What message is coming through for you? Justice. Maybe there's been a situation where you feel like things are out of balance and things just don't feel right. And maybe either you feel that you've been wronged, or maybe you've wronged somebody else. And this card is the reminder that justice is coming. If you're in a situation today where you don't really know which course to take, which path to take, that's the reminder. Push forward on the path of justice and balance and harmony and truth, whether it's uncomfortable or not. So let's take a look at your Gaia card and see what messages are coming through for you. Yes. Just say yes. You'll know in your heart, in terms of what resonates, you'll know what big decision is weighing on you. And the answer to that is yes. Let's take a look at the Sacred Creator cards. Fearless expression. And these two cards together, the Just Say Yes and Fearless expression, this definitely has that feeling of you've been wanting to do something. You're not quite sure if you should, and you've got some fears, maybe, and like I said, if you've been wronged and you're wondering, what should I do? Should I move forward? Move on with life? Should I stay in my current situation, whatever that may be? And from a path of justice, yes, pursue justice for yourself, for the situation, and be fearless in that. New beginnings might be scary, changes might be scary, having to be accountable might be scary, but that's that push for justice. All right, let's take a look at your spirit animal card. Eagle, mastery. You are on a spiritual journey beyond the sky. Let go of the past and soar. You are guided by the winds of spirit. Your wisdom inspires the world. So letting go of the past, this justice card is in relation to something that has happened. And, it could be continuing to still happen, but something that has happened. And, let go of that. Let go of the past. Spread your wings. Take the next bold step for you, and see how spirit is behind you to push you towards that path that you're being drawn towards. So that is for our earth signs, and now onto our water signs. So our Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, what message is coming through for you for today? Strength. So looking at that bold, strong energy, for your jumper card was get grounded. Empaths, highly sensitives, connect with nature, and I'll pull a regular one as well. Don't dim to fit in. How are you dimming your light in order to fit in? And I feel like these three together are really important. Sometimes with people that are empaths, when you're so susceptible to the energy around you, sometimes it's easier just to kind of try to go with the flow, because the discomfort of, if you say something to stand up for yourself and the other person becomes uncomfortable, then you start to absorb that. But this is that reminder with the strength card of really, really try to push that boundary or that limit in terms of how often are you just kind of dimming yourself or being quiet, so that way you're not rocking the boat. You don't want to create any drama, because like I said, as an empath, it's like, oh, I just don't want to deal with all that negative energy in my energetic field, whether that's in your home, whether that's in your work life, whether that's in your social circle with your friends. It's just like, oh, I just don't want to deal with that. But this card, this is reminding you to have that strength to stand up for yourself, you know, whatever the case may be. And also to get grounded. So that connecting with nature is so important. If you have the opportunity to go walking in the moonlight right around now, that's wonderful, even though the full moon has technically passed, you know, there's still an awful lot of moonlight right now, provided that the skies stay clear. But, you know, if you have the ability to take a walk outside, or better yet, you know, go swimming in the sea or the ocean, or if there's, you know, lakes nearby, that's a wonderful thing to be able to do. All right, and our Sacred Creator card. Befriend the word polarize. So with that one, that is kind of about being you. You know, there is a duality within life. So if things are being polarized, that, you know, it's kind of like things are being pushed to one extreme or the other. And, you know, you don't have to always be the middle ground. So this whole thing of how are you dimming your light? You don't have to always be the one that's going to compromise, that's going to come to the middle to, you know, make peace. If you do that for too long, then you end up having that feeling of being taken advantage of or being walked all over. So this Strength card with kind of allowing situations to polarize, allowing them to become more escalated, without you having to constantly be the de-escalator. So be you, and some of the energies that don't align with you will start to fall away, and you will draw in more people that naturally align with where you are. And your Spirit card, Grizzly Bear, Power. I am indestructible. I honor my intuition and go where it leads. Love and gentleness are my real strength. I never give up. I will succeed. So this Power card, even though there was that part in there about love and gentleness are my real strength, you know, with it being a grizzly bear as well, goes along well with Worf. That's a powerful force. Like, you know, maybe the bear is just looking peaceful over there, but if you start poking it, eventually the bear is going to attack. It's going to defend itself. It's going to stand up. And so that's the message that's coming through that I'm seeing is, you know, you need to stand up and push back and make sure that you're being able to stand in your power. You're not dimming yourself for other people. And if they don't like it that you're not dimming yourself, then they're not really aligned with you in the first place. So as always, take only what resonates from this reading, and hopefully you found something that does resonate with you, that gives you something good to think about as you make your way through the day. There will be some other additional videos posting within the next week or so. So make sure to hit the notifications if you want to get alerted for when the new videos are coming out. Otherwise, I will do another daily poll for tomorrow morning to see what all is in store for Thursday. So I wish you joy and peace along your path. Until next time, bye-bye.